So you went on a ride, you came out the next day, and you saw little drops of oil underneath your bike. Don't worry, it's pretty normal for Ducatis, especially the V-twins. Uh, there is a little tube that's pinched off under here. This is it right there, and you're gonna get a little bit of oil that comes out of there occasionally, out of that pinch tube. It drips out after long rides or aggressive rides. And that tube feeds up into the air intake box, okay? The bottom of the air intake box has a little drain port on it, and that tube connects to it and feeds down to the bottom of the bike. And that's in case you get any water, rainwater, liquid into your airbox. It's going to drain out through that tube. And there is a crankcase vacuum line that hooks up to the air intake box and then to your engine. And it's supposed to draw a vacuum on the crankcase, okay, to alleviate any condition where the crankcase might become positively pressurized. That's bad news. You want to have a vacuum in your crankcase, a decent vacuum, or at least static pressure. So yeah, I'm just gonna tell you right now that there are certain riding conditions when you're making sharp turns or you're hitting speed bumps or dips in the street and things like that. The oil that's in your oil pan, it's moving around, it's sloshing around, splashing around. And that does, the piston, the crank, or the crank and the bottoms of the piston rods that are riding on that crank, they will dip occasionally and splash and throw oil all around up in your crankcase. And sometimes you've got that vacuum port in there that's drawing vacuum up into your air intake. Sometimes it's going to suck up a little bit of oil. Like a little drop or a couple little droplets will get sucked up into the airbox. They'll pool in there, and then ultimately they'll come and drip out through that bottom line. So totally normal. Nothing to panic about or be overly concerned about. You just, when it drips on your garage floor, just get some starting fluid and just spray it down real good and wipe it up. That's it. So